What is up, everybody? BlueDog35 here. This is going to be an update to my engine rebuild series. It's been a couple months since I've updated, but I have the block back from the machine shop. They didn't really machine anything. I ran into some, money issues, and I just had them tank the block, and I asked him to measure the taper and the out of round. The taper and the out of round are okay. Not on this case half, but the other one, which is actually currently in the rear of my car. That one on piston number, I want to say 4, has like 5/10,000ths or 5/1000ths of an inch out of round over spec. I talked to Broken Boxer Repair on Facebook, and they are fantastically nice. I'll put a link somewhere in the description or something if you want to check them out. If you don't have the know-how to actually do this yourself, you can buy an engine from them or something like that. Not a sponsorship, not a whatever, but because they are so nice, I'd like to plug them and say hey and thank you a ton. That's a butterfly. That's a very large butterfly. Hey, come here. Come on the thing or something. Like it's a... I'm holding my hand out like it's a friggin' parrot. It was like a yellow spotted butterfly. It wasn't a monarch or anything, but it was in Depeche Mode. So I have my connecting rods, and I have all my pistons disassembled. I actually measured and did the piston rings today. I don't know if you can see those, but those are new piston rings. And it's like that on all of my pistons. So that is cool. I have my shop manual on my cheap little laptop that I have. I had to turn my fan off because I am sweating, or because the noise, but I am absolutely sweating like crazy, which is not fun being a fat guy. But yesterday I got a new crankshaft in the mail. I ordered that from a Subaru dealership in Colorado. $300. So that was... yeah, that was fun. So people who follow me on Instagram would know what I was up to before I post a video, because I actually have my Instagram, BlueDog35. You can just check that out if you want. Yeah, it's BlueDog35. I don't do Twitter that much, but I have my Instagram set up so that it posts like whatever I say on Instagram on Twitter, and the same with my Facebook. But I'm more active on Instagram than I am anything else other than YouTube. So if you want to keep up with that kind of stuff, right there. I measured the ring gap with my feeler gauge that I have. I got that from a friend who I cannot remember if he wants to be anonymous, but you know who you are. Thank you a whole bunch. I also got a nice SPI digital caliper from that same friend, and this thing is like freaking awesome. It's a couple steps above horrible freight, so it'll definitely come in handy when I'm doing the rod bearings and all that stuff. But in all honesty, aside from the ring gaps and all that stuff, it's going well. The ring gaps are a bit on the loose side, so it's it's gonna burn a little oil, but I'm not really all that worried about it. If I wanted to go any bigger on the rings, I would have to bore the engine out, or bore the cylinders out a little bit, and that would mean I'd need to get bigger pistons, and that would just cost like ridiculous amounts of money. So what I did, instead of having the crank machined like I was originally gonna do and get a set of matching bearings, I wound up getting the block tanked and cleaned and all that stuff. And the guy doesn't want to be advertised, so I'm not gonna say anything, but he was like super nice, super awesome. I think he just does it on the side. He does a lot of stuff for a local Subaru dealer, and he's the only one around me that'll do Subaru stuff, because I guess everybody else just shies away from it, small block and all that stuff. But I don't know. I'm not a machinist, so I don't know the intricacies of everything. So there could be a legitimate reason other than, oh, it's a Subaru pancake motor, scared, run away. this guy came in handy. I found this in the shop behind me. It's an old school like lube squirty thing. Just put some motor oil in there, and that came in handy to lube the bores. And that's pretty much all I did today. Took a few hours because I double checked and triple checked and everything as I pansily swat away a fly. I got a whiteboard so I can be like, you know, professional now, and I have all my stuff put up there. Of course, if you followed me on Instagram, you'd know already because I put a picture of it up. But yeah, not trying to really plug my Instagram or anything because I don't get any money or anything from it. But if you guys want to know what's going on before it happens or before it happens on YouTube, then you know, that is the place. I still need to clean off my desk, my workbench. It's still ridiculously messy, but making progress. So now that the ring gaps are set and good, in all honesty, I think the next thing is to prep the new crankshaft and get the connecting rods on and torqued down and all that stuff. I'm not going to do plastic gauge because I have a set of new bearings that are OE size and I have a brand new crankshaft. So I'm not going to bother measuring it because according to the bearings and according to the crankshaft, they are a match made in mechanical heaven. So I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to, you know, drop the bearings in, lube it up with the assembly lube that I have over there, and you can't really see it from there because it's around the block, but it's right there. I can see it. You can't. Secret lube. Oh, that's bad. But anyways, there's not really anything else to add. That's because that's really all that happened. I'm going to keep these updates going. I'm not going to focus on recording a lot of it because I really just want to get this damn car back on the road and getting the right shot and recording everything and editing everything and all that stuff. It's going to take, you know, just a ridiculous amount of time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these like end of day summary things, and I will record the important stuff. So like the first startup, you know, putting the engine in. I'll probably do another time lapse like I did the first time with the engine that came out of it, and all this stuff. So just to clear up any confusion, this is the block that came out of the red car. The pistons, the connecting rods, and I have yet to decide if I'm going to use the cylinder heads. But everything came out of the red Forester, the 2003. This is the block. This is going to be the third block that's been in the car, in my car, my blue Forester. And yeah, so eventually I would like to rebuild the original one, the OG block, which is down there under my desk. Why do I keep calling it a desk? Under my workbench. But that is for another time. I will document the whole process on that because I won't be, you know, chomping at the bit to get the whole, you know, thing over and done with. I rushed last time. I'm not going to rush this time. Rush is good. They're a great band from Canada, but Rush, when it comes to, you know, this kind of thing, is not a good, no bueno. No mas guapo. Weather. Intermittent rain will begin around 3:41. Well, it's 3:24, so I better get inside. But anyways, rambling aside, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything like that, feel free to make it known in the comment section. Leave a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a thumbs down if you didn't, please. It helps a lot. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Check out the links in the description if you have anything like, I don't know, I got like all my social media down there. I got all my other stuff. Yeah. Thanks a bunch for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.